For some time I've been very keen to explore in a paper Verdi's opera La Traviata. I think it's a wonderful opera, as of course do millions of others. And why is that? It's partly because of the amazing melodiousness, which has always been commented on. But that's not the whole story, because there's something in the drama that completely grips us. And it's all about the Oedipus situation. There's a triangle of Alfredo, the young man, who comes from a bourgeois background and who's very strongly rebelling against it. He's got together with a courtesan prostitute called Violetta. And his father comes to put a stop to everything. Now, that's really the how it is in the text. It's pretty straightforward. And what I'm really interested in is the fact that the music tells a completely different story, even though this is the music to the very text, running along the lines I've just said. The music suggests that the father actually changes from being furious and arrogant and feeling full of righteousness, really, that he softens, that he's really impressed by this young woman that he meets, and that he ends up respecting her, valuing her, and feeling very guilty for the suffering that he is going to have to inflict on her. She is undoubtedly portrayed in the music of an amazing woman of stature, which is a terrific achievement when it's a sort of a nobody, a prostitute who's being portrayed thus. And it's not just to us, the audience, but to him. So there's that I look into, particularly this business about the way that the music has a different take from the words. I think this often happens in psychoanalytic sessions. I think that quite often there's one kind of current which is going on between the patient and the analyst. And in a kind of way it's often hard to become aware of, there can be a sort of a different relationship, which is quite non-verbal, and which it may be very difficult for those two to pick up. Quite often it's the sort of thing that might become apparent in supervision or in a clinical group. And that second, much more unconscious sort of music is really the thing that has to become articulated and is really driving the drama. Now that's the main idea that I've got in this paper, and I also look at some, I try to explore the whole sort of Oedipal angle of what is going on. I think that in its own way, the opera is extremely modern in its portrayal of the whole Oedipal tension between all three characters. But that's the main thing I wanted to say. I hope that you might read this paper and find it interesting.